Hey everybody, hope people can hear me. Just just waiting for the game to start. So this is the five-match championship final year final European game on the Archipelago map. So that's pretty exciting. And we've got Eric, Kolas, CozyOrangutang, and CherryTheDuckUp. And wait a second, has it been deleted? Okay, we've got a game. Hopefully, we'll have Hair Lord joining us. Let me just sort that out. Hair Lord, can you hear me? No, I can't hear you. I'll call you again. Okay, in the meantime, let's have a look at what we've got. We have correct map. It's a good start. Archipelago map, the latest version thereof. We've got ending in 2 trading post rounds. We've got dig round 3. And then we've got town round 2, dwelling to start, and a big building in there in the middle. Archivists are the first faction on. Yeah, they might. I think they'll struggle on this map in general, but I've not looked at the past tiles yet. The cult rewards are relevant to them, but they're actually quite good here as well because they're 2 earth and 2 air, doubled. Try and get my co-caster. Give me a second. So Archivist joining mean we've got all but 2 of the bonus tiles. So what we're missing, Priest and Dwelling scoring. Right, Harold will be here in a second. And Cozy Orangutan is thinking about what to have next, what to choose next. So in terms of where the action's at, Kolas, a win here for Kolas would put them right back into the mix here. The rest have all started sort of indifferently, but they've got plenty of games to make that up. So a win here would make them think that they might have a chance of getting through. Hello, is that Chris?
Yes, yeah. How's it going, Fruity?
All right, you're live. You're live on my uh, Twitch stream.
Live on the stream already? All right, sweet.
Yeah,
Uh,
we've got the game. I'll send you the link to the game.
okay, yeah, that would be perfect. I can take a look at what's going on.
And welcome to yet another Chris joining the ranks of Terra Mystica's Twitch streamers and cast.
Yeah,
There are so many Chris's around.
it seems like it's a popular name in the world today, or at least the English-speaking world.
Yeah, true. Right, so we've got
Okay,
Chaos Magicians, Mermaids in the game so far. Now we
and
had
Archivist. Okay, Archivist Chaos Mermaids, sure.
so Chaos Magicians. So Scooby won the Chaos Magicians earlier today. Were you watching that game?
No, I missed it. I was at the grocery store
Yeah.
taking advantage of the holiday in the U.S.
This is actually
Okay,
a
so
pretty
witches.
similar setup. Because they had prospectors, Chaos Magicians, Mermaids, and Chash, and mermaids and chash seem to get really in each other's way in round one, which can happen in this map. And it was in this
Right.
there were place 3 and 4 as well, and this could happen again here. Um, so
Definitely could. Yeah, I saw the picture that Iric posted in Discord.
oh really? I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, he posted Chash's starting positions on E2, C6 with just 2 dwellings and everything else happening on the southern continent.
Right. Oh gosh. Yeah. That did not look good. Yeah. Chash really missed out on the leech party there. Uh,
Yeah.
Give me a posting in chat. Green with a color neighbor, especially mermaids, is brutal. Scooby, just can you confirm you can hear me and Hairlord? Because yeah, that's the first time I've tried to do this. I think, well, not the first, but I don't know what I'm doing basically. You were shocked when they were not the 40 bid. Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, I think the thing I would say about witches versus Chash is their stronghold means that they can sort of play a bit of a different game. I think also um, I don't know. Yeah, Chash. They started E2. I thought that was a bit of a mistake. It's always difficult to know which where to start E2 or G3. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, we've got mermaids being bid down here.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, that make how easy is it for mermaids to pull a dwelling rush on Archipelago? I guess if anyone knows, it's you.
it's yeah. I mean, it's so what? So can they get? We've got a temp ship here. So obviously but if,
Yeah.
if mermaids weren't going to take it first action, which they will, then they could normally get start G3 and get kind of E2 H2 I3. But that's about as far as they can go. So it is green. Yeah, green are just challenging in general on this map, I think. They sort of if they manage to get double dig and temp ship, then they're a bit more in business, aren't they? But um,
Yeah.
Scoomy says that witches might take temp ship here. I just
Yeah, I could see witches taking temp ship, right? Especially if they think they can get at least a single dig, right? If they start on C6, they could go either G2 or E2, build the other one, and then single dig C7 to get to B7.
yeah, true.
Pair that with like a TP in round one. Doesn't seem like a bad start.
There's two ways that mermaids can mess that up. They can go to from G4 to E2 straight away with
Right,
their double dig, which they would get, and they can also start on C7, which is what they did in the game earlier. So
right.
I'm not sure how good I think it's not a bad move from them. I didn't see whether they managed to connect in the end or not. I only saw the first round, but I would be tempted to start G6 with mermaids, especially with yellow in a game here.
Yeah,
Um,
G6 makes sense,
do
right?
one
And the double.
have you seen many
Go ahead.
have you seen many of the archivists or Ginny on this map? Because I'm a bit nervous that without any special powers, they'll struggle to escape from the southern continent.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of them on this map. I've only played in one game to completion, and I'm in a turn-based game on this map right now. But I've watched as many of the games as I could, getting ready for my game on Thursday.
Cool.
Um, yeah, I think I like the hard thing about Chaos because I remember watching the Lord Aslan Chaos game, and he had a really hard time getting out of the southern continent, starting on H4. But I think H4 is less appealing with this set of factions than it was with that set of factions with no Brown in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, Scooby started H4 and obviously ended up winning, and I thought that was really good. So that went really well in that setup. But here, bit more concerned about that. They're much more likely to go. Yeah, D2 should get a neighbor.
Probably
D2,
D2. Yeah, D2 makes sense.
one way or another.
Yeah, yeah,
And
I could see Archivist starting C3 or Witches starting E2.
the issue is if Archivists go C3 D4, then you've got a bit of a tricky choice as Chaos, I think. And I could see Archivists going C3 D4 because I mean, G5 is tempting, or H3 is really tempting, but are they getting out of there? They're not going to get out through via F2. They'd have to go for
No.
F2 quite quickly if they want to connect. They give themselves a lot to do if they want to connect, basically.
Yeah, yeah, I see that. That makes a lot of sense. What tile? What are the 2 tiles we're missing? Dwelling scoring and the priest. Okay.
Yeah. There's some good cult rewards here. Late cult rewards for witches look good. And the double up round.
Yeah,
Another reason not to
double up round, double up air. Who's taking advantage of the double up round? I guess Chaos is best positioned to take advantage of the brown rewards,
Mm,
especially if they, because my instincts are telling me the tiles off the board from the first two is some combination of temp ship, worker power, and the spade, which
mm,
means Chaos can probably land on big building in round one and build their sanctuary,
nice.
which is
Yeah,
a great opening, and it denies the big building tile from Archivists, who also want to open up on their stronghold as well.
nice. Skimmy says if Archivist is
Archivist,
B4, then you go D2 and get the E3H4 stretch. So,
yeah,
oh yes, I see. Yes, good point. Good
yeah,
point.
that is a good point. Yeah,
F2, which you probably can. Yeah, that's nice.
yeah,
And then you just play on the west essentially.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah, and this honestly, this track kind of rewards a tall game, right? With big buildings in four and double TP scoring to end the track.
That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, how do you see that? So, I mean, can archivists play tall, or I'm not, like obviously they can't really get many rewards from being culty, so I'm not sure I've seen a good archivist tall game.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't. I mean, they probably can, right? If they get their shipping up early and just try and bounce, but make sure they always have a reward tile, right? A points tile in every round, which is a little bit easier for them to pull off getting two. So if they always have either ship scoring or big building or TP scoring and just kind of pass a little on the early side.
yes, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, so get shipping up early just for the points almost.
Yeah, exactly. And it'll help them play a little bit of a wide game if they want to, if they get their shipping up early, right? Especially if they do start D4. Can quickly get E4, D3, ship over to, D5, D6, E6.
Yeah, I'm pretty convinced
Uh,
with here I am starting D4.
yeah,
Um,
I think D4 sounds correct.
I
I do
think
like that Cherry hopped on witches and no one has bothered to join him.
yeah. I hope he's got hope they've got a plan, Cherry, because yeah, it looks a bit challenging for them. I don't know if they are starting G3. They'd like Archivist to BH3 to have a neighbor, but I'm not sure they will be, and then they'll be a little bit disconnected in the south. This is one of my like concerns when tweaking this map was green can get a little bit, I don't know, a little bit isolated or a little bit left out of the party. Um,
Yeah, but there should be a map where green gets left out, right?
possibly,
Okay,
yeah.
so Snake is saying that if Arcs can hit round three digs to play a tall game, and apparently Zevok won a game doing exactly that.
Okay, yeah, nice. I mean, I think Zevok one with that is doesn't necessarily mean it's a good strategy. It just means
That's
Zevok doing this.
that's not that's not the argument that everyone can do that. That's the argument that Zevok is goaded.
Yeah.
Um,
Skimmy says
yeah,
green's a bit on this map. Yeah.
I think so too. I think it's just because everyone's used to green being, a default good choice
Mm,
in virtually every other map. Okay,
yeah.
so Merfolk's the most bid down at this point. People are starting to bid on witches. Yeah, that makes sense, Snake.
Um, but yeah, no, yeah, I'm trying to work out at the moment whether Arctics go north or south, and that does make a big difference to how much I like the witches position.
Yeah.
I mean, they can go E2. They can start E2 instead of G3 and maybe try and get a town in the north uh,
Mm.
and sort of play nicely with Chaos and Archivist there potentially. Then go C6,
Yeah.
um, maybe get the stronghold relatively early, or get up a lot of shipping and start going around the map. It really depends a lot on where mermaids start. Um,
Yeah. I kind of like starting in the southern continent for Archivist, starting like G5, D4, because you're going to get a neighbor on one side from Merfolk. I would have a hard time believing Merfolk doesn't start with either G4 or G6.
Mm,
It might mean you lose out on F3, so you have to come up through F2 in order to get out.
mm,
Um, but that doesn't seem too bad. There would be a little bit of a race to E3. Now, the more I talk about this, the more I don't like this because,
you could go south
uh,
H5 I6,
yeah.
and
Oh,
you
you
could
could get,
a lot of
yeah,
south.
you could go out, get out through I6. That okay, that actually does make a lot of sense, right?
If you start
H4 and then either H5 or I5. Yeah.
at G5 D4, I think that's the worst case for Chaos Magicians. That's the worst outcome for them.
Yes, that's
Um,
definitely the worst outcome for chaos.
I wonder if they even start E4 or something at that point, but then they lose out on a lot of leech.
D4.
E4 just to stop you,
Yeah.
and then sort of beat the Archivist back into E3 D2. Um, I would
Yeah,
or what I did as chaos. Or yeah, hmm. Tough only having one starting dwelling, isn't it?
it is. But, you know, the trade-offs of
Yeah.
getting double favor tile.
So Snake saying he thinks Merms are overbid as well. I think that's right. I think people haven't quite picked up on how I did nerf mermaids in the most recent tweaks. They look like they're nerfing darklings and alchemists. They well yeah black in general. They do nerf black, but I think mermaids with some collateral damage. Um,
Yeah.
G4 became a lot worse tile when H3 turned from black to yellow. Um, a lot worse hex. Sorry. Um,
Yeah.
there was yeah. So I think yeah I don't I think I'd be bidding on archivists. Yeah, well, I'd have jumped to Archivist well before this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm with Gumi and Snake. I would probably be on Archivist at this point and try and play a quick game, right? To just
Hmm.
pass into whatever the empty pass tile is first almost every single round. Um, and kind of score off of the pass tiles more than the track, I think.
Yeah,
Because you're not getting the cult reward, so you want to make sure you're hitting those extra coins
yeah,
to give you extra power to take good power actions at the start of every round.
yeah, yeah. True. So how does
Yeah, no,
round one shape up then? So we're looking at yeah. So you think that Chaos will probably start with big building if they feel safe
yeah,
and not have to take a dig straight away, for instance.
I, I could see. It wouldn't shock me if either worker power or the spade ends up in the hands of archivists. I could see this going like witches take temp ship, merfolk take worker power in order to beat them to double dig, and then chaos get big building in order to build their strongholds.
Mm,
Maybe they would rather have the spade than the big building and just hope to get the workers action.
mm,
But I think archivists would be just as happy to land on big building as they would be the spade. Uh, to try and get a second dwelling up and make sure they have their stronghold after round one.
yeah,
Yeah, that is super fair, Scoomy. This is a nice cult track. A nice set of cult rewards, and they can't do anything about that.
yeah. Now
But
starting to wonder if
I
I
think,
go G5 D4 whether Chaos start H4 and make sure they beat Archivist to H5, which should be straightforward. So they take the spade, for instance, and take H5 in round one.
yeah.
And then, yeah,
Could Archivist do anything about that? I mean, if they do that, Archivist could always start on ship scoring to make sure that they can dig H. No, they would need a double dig for H5. So yeah, they would get H5.
but I mean, Archivist wouldn't mind too much because that would give them F2, E3, D2, C3. They'd be okay with that. Right, we have got Cherry jumping
Yeah, they're
to
good.
on 40. Okay,
Cozy's on Arcus on 40, and he's starting D4. Okay,
yeah, good. Yeah, that's where I would start and wait to see what happens a little bit.
exactly. Yeah, because the whole conversation was, do we start north or south with D4? And so we might as well just place D4 first,
Yeah,
figure out what everybody else does.
and then Merms. Oh, where would I start? it's a tough one. I mean, I think G4 is pretty likely to be a good starting placement here.
Yeah.
You've got tempo on the green.
Oh, he's
C8.
starting C8.
I get that. I understand. There's lots of really tempting kind of two hexes for one dig out in the east, but what do you,
Yeah.
it's
I
gonna
mean, if he thinks he's the double dig faction, which there's no reason to believe he's not,
no.
then starting out here, using your round one double dig on B8, E7.
Yeah, yeah.
But where do
Uh,
they place their second now? Are they going G4, G6, C5, C7 to like prevent witches from coming east? I don't know how good that is.
C7. Yeah. I mean, I guess you do have a neighbor at least.
You do have a neighbor at least, which I think is going to be really important to make sure you have at least one neighbor.
I think you're going to
I
be
think,
neighbors all game.
yeah, I think you kind of want to go G. It's tough because if archivists don't go G5, if you go G6, you end up with just no neighbors,
Mm.
which is really rough. At least with G4, C5, or C7, you're guaranteed a neighbor.
If they don't go G4 or E1, then Cherry is going to be pretty happy, I think. Although they're a bit worried about neighbors too, I imagine. But no, they should be all right.
Yeah.
It's funny this map. Like I always talk about how much leech you get, and then just sometimes the occasional setup you can just end up with this thing where like there's just no one has any neighbors. Um,
I mean, if nobody has any neighbors, then my money's on Merfolk because I think they can expand the best on their own with
yeah,
no neighbor. Okay, so they end up going G6 and
they do.
Archivists join them on G5.
Okay.
Ooh, this is rough for Chaos. I think they either need to. I guess there's a world they could start on E2 if they think they're getting the spade and just dig F2 with their first action and upgrade on F2.
Hmm.
But I don't really like H4 because I think they're going to have a really hard time getting out. Um,
So
Even if they get H5, they're not getting H6, and I6 is a triple dig.
I6 is a double dig, so that
Oh, it is a double dig. You're right. My bad.
yeah, they pretty much if they go H4, they pretty much stay on the H and I rows
Yeah,
the whole game. I mean, there's plenty for them to do there, but well, not plenty, but there's I don't know 11
there's a
hexes.
non-zero for them to do if they just stay on these three southern islands.
Uh,
Um, D2 seems bad.
I think
I
yeah,
I think I would probably start E3
E3.
and just expect that I'm going to land on the spade.
I think also Snake points out that kind of mermaids probably want to use one of their digs in the west.
In the
Which
West, yeah,
the reason why I agree with Snake, I don't like C8 as a starting position. I haven't seen it work that well. You don't really get that much benefit from the juicy dig options because you're worrying about getting enough neighbors in the west the whole time.
right.
But mermaids do want F3
Mhm.
to be able to get their sort of a sanctuary town, I guess, over there. So they might dig F3 first turn. So their first turn. So yeah, E3 might be okay for chaos. Although right, but they go first. So yeah, you sort of hope you get the spade. I guess spade or temp ship.
Yeah,
Okay from E3 probably. Oh right.
D4, D4. Okay,
Oh, we did say
yeah,
it, but then we forgot about
yeah,
it. What did you say? Yeah. Um,
yeah. I mean, I think it is maybe not the highest ceiling starting spot, but I do think it's the highest floor starting spot.
hmm,
I think it just gives him the most options.
yeah.
He is going to have to up his ship relatively quickly,
Yeah.
which I think you kind of want to do on this map anyways,
So witches
as
are really
chaos.
happy. Mermaids have not gone G4. Witches have not taken temp ship. They've got taken a spade. Um,
Yeah, I mean they need a neighbor.
right. Good point.
They need a
So
neighbor, so
use
they're going to dig G4 early,
do
right?
they?
I think I think there's enough power tiles sitting around that the likelihood that that single dig comes to them is low enough that they just need to make sure they have a spade.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably the right order, Scoomy. Archivist, then CM, then Witches, then Mermaids. So with
Yeah.
Mermaids now, is there any value to the temp ship over worker power?
Right.
I don't
It's kind of, I mean,
think
can they get a good
so.
dwelling rush going here? I can't really see anything good that Temp Ship will give them on the D rush. So, I mean, they get C5, assuming the witches don't take it if they with Temp Ship, but that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that is. Yeah, I think worker power is just better. Make sure you get to be the double dig fact. They are taking temp ship. Okay, I guess they do want C5. Yeah, I mean if you expect that witches want to dig C4.
Yeah,
Okay, so big building for chaos, so they're almost certainly going to open their sanctuary,
right. Then
and then
hope to land on Temp Ship in round two maybe and expand to E3 before Archivist get any ideas. I tell you what I do.
yeah, and then
What I like about witches is they've got the whole. Well, I there's a temp like yeah. I think mermaids going to C5 is interesting because witches could secure quite a lot of the west, and they could actually get well at least two towns just in the west, just in the very west of the map, and then another
yeah,
one
I think so.
D6.
Yeah, I think they want to leave C5 for Merfolk to come be neighbors so that they can
Mm,
upgrade on B5 and C6 and have that sort of A4 to C6 town carved out. And
yeah,
then I think they're hoping Archivist comes down, H4, H3, I4, and then they'll go through H2 to I3 and G4 and carve out that second town pretty easily.
mermaids don't take priest
And
here. I go up to free ship, do they? No, because witches will take G4. Sorry, ignore me.
yeah,
Carry on.
no, yeah, you're good. I mean, Iric and Chaos has taken the priest. Where is he putting
No.
that? Is this just like a priest, just to secure the priest to Earth?
Right.
I think that's what it. Ooh, that is not the dig I saw coming.
Oh, interesting. Why is that?
Well, so it gets a. He still can get to C5 from
Yeah,
D3, and he can get C7.
yeah. It's in the Leech Party with Chaos.
Gets in the leads party with Chaos, and huh?
Secures
Is
C7.
this better than B8 F3?
So it's one less dwelling that they're getting out. The dwelling round.
Yeah, they're trading. Oh, interesting. Just
Oh,
eschewing the neighbor on G4
wow.
with their single spade,
Are they going to do a
and they're
hard?
not, and they're declining the dwelling.
Oh, are they thinking that archivists are going to come H4, H3? Because yeah, that's another thing that I like about witches is they do actually have some synergy with archivists in the.
Yeah,
They're banking on archivists taking single dig going to H4, H3, and kind of they want to still
yeah.
when they get a neighbor. They can also take the bridge to E2 here, but I'm not sure bridge is a good bet for them if they
I,
want to
I
get pounds.
yeah, I'm not in love with that bridge, but they do get Archivist taking the single dig to H4.
Hmm.
Okay,
Huh.
huh?
That's interesting.
Yeah. Okay, now Chaos is starting their upgrades because they've got the priest and no one else is close to even a 5 power priest.
Yeah. Do you think mermaids will build a temple and just two dwellings here, just like to do C5 and pass, or do you think they'll do that kind of limp dwelling
I
run?
yeah, I think Temple makes the most sense to me. Okay, so now we got H3 that's giving Leech to. So Witches found their neighbor in the south.
Is it water two
Temple
for
out
merms?
of. I'm sorry?
Is it a water two game for merms?
For Chaos?
For merms.
Oh, for mermaids, a water 2 game for mermaids. Um, Give them the priest this round, right? And then they'll have 2 priests that they can like throw to Earth and start slowly working their way up Earth. And it could be, I could be talked into it. I look away for 2 seconds and Merm have double dig dub 3. Yeah, it was surprising to all of us, Gumi. All right, Fire 1, Earth 2. That makes sense. Those are the two most important econ tiles.
Don't
And then
hate
it's probably,
um,
you don't hate what?
D3 at all. I think one problem they have on this map, I think, often is town spot mermaids. Uh,
Yeah.
that potentially gets them one C7 to
Yeah,
beat,
C7, B7, A9. Yeah.
and then they've got another one in the east somewhere, and then they can maybe get one in the south from G6 as well.
Yeah.
Whereas C5 was never going to be a town.
No, C5 is never a town. It's just leech from Witch's upgrades
Yeah,
and a dwelling for network at the end of the game.
which is now have two neighbours. So
Mm-hmm.
they're happy. I think witches are good here.
Yeah, I think based on where the starting placements were, I feel a lot happier as Witches than I did before.
Yeah. Um,
Dude, I feel happier as Witches than I did when I placed my first 2 dwellings,
uh,
just based on how the first round has gone.
yeah, it's true, and I think it's smart to see that. Like, yeah, I think smart to see that Archivist would come to H3. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know whether we could have seen that Mermaid's come to C5, but it's kind of it's not
Mm-hmm.
too bad either way, really. Um,
It wasn't startling if they took temp ship that they went to C5. The startling part is that they went to C5 through D3 instead of F3.
yeah, yes, indeed. And you've got Chaos coming to D2 as well. So so long as you can definitely beat Mermaids to E2, and I'm just checking,
Yeah.
Mermaids don't have enough resources to take E2 this round. Um, yeah, I think
No,
there's
they
a couple
don't.
of factions who are hoping to get that temp ship off Mermaids. I think with Witches, I'd be a bit nervous. I'd really want E2 for connection and
Yeah.
the third town.
Yeah, I think both Witches and Chaos are just like side eyeing that temp ship scroll. I think Chaos really wants to get to 2 ship next turn, get over to E2 and D2 and start taking some of their natural reds.
Yeah, and I wonder if that's why they kind of took that priest as insurance in case they think they're not going to land on it, and why they may be thinking twice about sending that priest now. Because the obvious play here is send the
Yeah.
priest, take the coin action, and then build the sanctuary.
Yeah,
Um,
Priest is Coin Action Sanctuary, yeah.
but if you then do you then miss out on the temp ship tile to witches, and is that a problem for you?
Right. Interesting that Architects decided to build second TP instead of their
Oh,
stronghold.
oh, that is interesting. What's that about?
I, th- I mean, they're definitely building a temple if they're doing this. Um, Maybe they're waiting to build it until next turn, hoping to land on the big building tile from CM
Mm,
to get
right.
points out of it. But I mean, the big building tile is still going to be good for you whenever you build your stronghold.
Mm,
Okay, holding on to the priest. This to me says, yeah, the 3 econ favors at Earth 1. Yeah, this looks like Eirik doesn't think he's getting temp ship and wants to have 2 priests for ship upgrades next turn.
oh, of course, yeah. Well, you could send the priest. He'd probably get first priest to Earth next turn if he does. If he's now got tempo on temp ship, has he? No, he hasn't. He's still got.
Uh,
Mm,
he doesn't have tempo on temp ship, but I think I would be surprised if one. I would be surprised if mermaids pass here, but two, even if mermaids pass here, I would be surprised if witches pass right behind them.
right.
Um, I think mermaids are thinking about either building another dwelling on C7 or building a temple here.
Yeah, forced to.
Uh, but from it feels like Eirik is gonna on chaos. Okay, they're building the temple. Yeah, I think he's gonna be able to pass on either Colt Step or just 6 coins, whichever he prefers, and then maybe even take the coins with his first action on top of that,
Mm.
and get his ship up to 2, and then try and land on ship scoring 2 or 3 times in the
Yeah,
back half of the game, or 2 times in the back half of the game.
that's nice.
Okay, so Temple for Mermaids was Earth 2, and for Witches was also Earth 2. So all the copies of Earth 2 are gone.
Just weren't hoping to get Earth too. This happened in my game. Who
Yeah.
who missed out on Earth
Uh,
two and won?
that was Chosh on Myoblast on Chosh. Missed out on Earth 2. And that was
That's
the game where Sevak called the Earth 3 like a turn earlier.
yeah, brilliant. I don't think Archivist are going to be taking Earth three, but they
I
might well
don't
have
think Artemis will be taking Earth 3.
might well have been relying on Earth two here because I don't know, they'll still have enough workers for their stronghold, but not much else next
They'll have
round.
enough workers for their stronghold, and if they're building Temple here, I think of all the factions, fancy workers for Archivist makes the most sense,
Hmm, right.
right? Because they're less concerned about the Colts than everybody else is.
Yeah. I mean, one reason for doing temple might be to get enough priests to advance dig for round three, but then the trading post makes even less sense for that, right? The second trading post.
It could be that they're trying to town next turn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think they're trying to town next turn.
Yeah.
I think they might be templing for fire or building their trying to build their SA and their strongholds,
Wow.
or maybe just their SA.
And they can get I4, right, for fairly cheap dig.
Well, if they build their SA, they don't need another tile. Yeah. There's the meme. Kolas being aggressive.
Yeah, I
Well,
can't believe.
Kolas isn't on Archivist here. This is a orangutan. So what is he passing for?
Well, D3 is fairly aggressive. I mean, it makes Archivist's connection pretty
Oh,
challenging.
D3. Yeah,
I mean, I mean, Archivists now are like very far away from connecting here.
yeah.
Like, I mean,
Uh,
once Chaos have upped their shit, take an F4, that Chaos might well beat Archivist to H8. They probably will, and then they'll want it. And then, I mean, Archivists basically aren't connecting then, right? Unless they get F3 and B6, but that's far from guaranteed.
yeah. I mean, they might not be playing for connection. I don't know. I'm very interested to see where this goes because I am confused.
With the Archivist round one.
Yeah, with Archivist round 1, I'm very interested to see where this goes.
Think you're probably on something that they want stronghold, they want to get a town next round. I think they'll do that with a dig.
Yeah, so they can double dig. Huh? Are they double digging F3?
Oh, okay.
Double dig F3. That'll make it easier for them to connect, and then well, they can build a TP to town for workers in order to get their stronghold up.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's a lot of TPs.
It is a lot of TPs. I don't know if I like the line, but I think that is the line. Merfolk end up getting ship scoring for round 2. Witches are probably going to pass on to either worker power or big building here. Oh no, temp ship's open to them. They're going to take temp ship.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
So that's to secure E2. I mean
yeah,
they presumably won't get C7. Um, because no mermaids will have to prioritize that. Because I think witches will
yeah,
not
yeah.
be good. Oh,
To double dig on F3.
you
Yep.
called it. Okay, so they're actually going for connection. That's point one. Um, and then um, Yeah,
And then Chaos still gets the coins, so they're going to be upping their ship twice. Yeah, okay, okay. Oh, this is nice for Chaos too because they ended up on Colt coins, and so they can up their ship twice to get over to E3 and D2, and then use the Colt step to get the Earth Spade this round.
lovely. Assuming archivists don't do something aggressive like take E3, but I don't see why they would. Um,
I don't I don't see why they would.
there's
I mean,
nothing.
they could. Oh, and this played out really nicely for Witches getting the Priest to Earth.
Yeah. So here's a question for you on witches. Do you think they're happy to stay in the west here, and C6 will be their most westerly hex, essentially, westerly structure? Or do they want to do something, I don't know, get their stronghold up and try and take B7 or try and
I think
connect?
they're happy to stay in the West. If they end up having a spot where it makes sense to build their strong, ooh,
On it. Now who's the aggressive player? Oh,
Arctic E3
wow.
for the town, taking Ship Town.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Wow,
That's interesting.
man,
That's bad for chaos. That's terrible for chaos.
that's so bad for Chaos.
Wow.
Wow.
Isn't good for archivists. So what? Why Shiptown? They're hoping to get D2 or D5 next round, I suppose, or both. I mean, it's like an early pass for. I only get one. They only get one scroll. Early pass for Spade or for.
Yeah, I think it's an early pass for the Spade and dig D2 or C4. Probably actually C4 because both of them get them two hexes for one dig,
I mean, if
and
they.
maybe set up for a second town up here around C3.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's good to get that second town. This game is a fight for a
That is
knife.
a Yeah, that's a great way of describing it, Scoomy. A fight for a knife in the mud.
I mean, if they think they're going to get another couple of leech from somewhere, they could take work of power and get double dig next round, which would be like D2, D5,
Good.
in a dig
Well, I mean,
round,
they're getting a little bit of leech right now
right? See, that's
from
enough, I think.
witches.
Then if they take work of power, because that has the coin on, which gives them two extra power as well.
Yeah.
They could get,
Oh, yeah, they're passing for that. They get the two extra power. They have three. Yeah, and I think they expect. I think witches are counting here too, because the single spade is still sitting here. They'll dig G4 and then they'll build another TP,
oh,
and so
G4.
that'll be
Yeah. Hmm.
another the leech that they need to double dig with their first action. This
Hmm.
is a wild architects game, and I absolutely love it.
Hmm. Yeah.
I love I love watching people make decisions I never would have considered.
Yeah. I mean, they must have pivoted. There must be a pivot based on the D3 because I
Yeah,
can't believe it was Plan A. What a mess this could be. Yeah, they've given themselves a chance of connecting. They've found the second town. They've gotten to the second town spot, maybe even a third in the east.
I don't even think it's hard for them to connect. If they get to three ship, they can connect through B6.
Yeah, my problem with this line is that it forces chaos into a corner, and
Yeah,
chaos are now going to be coming after potentially hexes that are really important to the archivists. So if like D5, if they don't get it next round, but certainly F4, H8, and possibly B6, A7, B5, B4. Like I'd be trying to get up there as chaos now. Um,
yeah. I think Chaos has to try and be angling for this bottom west island, this H8 I9 island, because I don't know where else they're building, and they can kind of expect Merfolk to come be neighbor over here at some point.
right,
I think D4 for Archivist is just there for Leech, and if it ends up connecting, cool. I
right,
don't think the eastern part of the map is part of their game plan.
fair point. I mean, how confident are they of beating chaos to B4? Um,
But beating Chaos to B4, I would
yeah.
be incredibly confident of beating Chaos to B4.
So chaos on
How is
two.
Chaos?
I think they go through B6, B5, B4. I mean, right. to
How did
get that.
Chaos get to B6? They can get to B6 on 3 ship. I
Yeah.
mean, does I think they're confident in beating Chaos to B4 because I think Witches beat Chaos to B5.
Oh yeah,
So like they
yeah,
might lose B6, right? But I don't think they're losing B4.
that's fair. Yeah,
Okay. So what has happened? All right. So Witches are taking 2 Keytown. They
I.
gave Archivists the leech they need in order to double dig C4 D2 next round.
Oh yeah.
Merfolk have kind of done a whole lot of. Have they upped their ship? Oh, they've been putting priest to cult, so they put a priest to earth and a priest to air, and then Chaos has just been upping their shipping, and they're passing here,
So I've got up the.
probably for big building or worker power. My guess is it's likely for worker power
So Arcris
to
have
get.
three spades next round in a spade round, which is nice. I think they will take D. Oh, they'll all try and beat Chaos to D5. Um,
Archivists have 3 spades. They do have 3 spades, yeah. Yes.
which is a bit sad.
Yeah,
Finish on a seventh cult spot there, but I mean it's good for good for coins next round, but only one dig. But then you need one dig right now, I suppose.
yeah,
Fair enough. But yeah, you're right. They'll get B5 if they're.
yeah. They're throwing their dig to B5 here.
Oh, I don't know.
Irix probably digging F4.
Is Kolas
What?
would if you were a mermaid, you'd take B5, wouldn't you? If that was turned blue, turned green.
If that turns green, you would take B5. Yeah, yeah, I definitely would. So maybe they don't throw it on B5. Maybe they just throw it on F2.
Yeah, bit sad.
It is a bit sad.
Possibly F1. But
Oh,
then,
they are throwing it on B5. Interesting.
oh
That's
well,
risky.
we know that Kolas
That's
is
risky.
a good player, so we'll see. We'll see if
Yeah.
he is an
I
aggressive
mean,
player.
Cherry was probably thinking if Colas wants this hex, he'll just double hard dig it anyways. So okay, so the double dig is on C4 D5.
Right.
Yeah, and then they have the spade for D2 or B4 their choice. Probably B4. I think they can let D2 hang out for a while.
Yeah. This is a very cool Archivists
This
game.
is a super cool Archivist game.
Uh,
Almost as cool as when Dwarf Hamster played No Stronghold Giants.
yeah, I mean, yeah. I hope it goes better in terms of the end result. That was a fourth place in the end, wasn't it?
It was. I didn't say it was a good result. I said it was a
It
cool
was very
result.
cool. It was very cool. But I mean, yeah, I'm kind of wondering. I mean, like you said, I mean, well, they don't need temples as much as most factions, and
Yeah.
it's weird they haven't put their stronghold up yet. I just, where's their, how have they got 17 coins?
They took coins last turn. They landed on the coin scroll last turn. They landed on dig this turn. I mean, they've also had 2 TPs up since
Yeah,
round 1,
yeah,
right? So they've gotten 8 coins off these two TPs.
yeah. Because I was about to say I'm worried about that coin situation. I
And
looked
then
over.
and then we look up and they have 17 coins. Yeah.
So this is the
No, I'm
great
not
thing.
worried.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't need priests. They're getting power from leech and from their special ability. They're getting
Yeah.
spades from the past tile. So yeah, what's the problem? There we go.
Yeah. Okay, so coins went to chaos, and then yeah, Colas dug B5.
Uh,
The least surprising result there.
I don't think Codas would have dug B5 if it was still grey. That's the thing. So
Probably not.
even though he's an aggressive player.
Yeah, some of their paths to develop wonderful are being cut off by these archivist plays, right? Because playing a faction like Chaos, you really want to get all of your natural reds, and they keep falling by the wayside to archivists.
Mm.
Um, but I mean, Irik's going to get to go to. They're going to get to go F6, H10, maybe H8, and I9 this turn. They're probably gearing up to try and carve out one town. This to me looks like potentially a one town chaos game, unless they're gonna SA town off E4 G with a bridge.
Right. Yeah. It's sad because this is one of the maps where they can get multiple towns, but yeah, not today. I mean, they're
Yeah.
leaving F4 hanging, which, given the Archivist play so far, I'm not not super confident about that. That does it. I mean,
I don't.
I guess they're kind of at this point. They're kind of they need to take some risks, so they took
Yeah,
this.
I think they have to take some risks. One, two. I don't know if they even want it. Yeah, to me, digging F4 from Archivist sounds like they just are doing it to twist the knife. I agree with Wonderful. I think that they want a neighbor, right? So if they end up digging E6, they want the neighbor on F4.
Mm.
And they already have their second town spot over here in the west on C3, C4, B4, D2,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And they knew they were getting neighbor all along. Turns out the neighbor is merfolk instead of witches, but
Mm.
and they might get a southern neighbor too, right? Like a little SA town from witches on E1, D1, E2 with a bridge.
E1, D1, E2. Right. Interesting. Yeah, I was thinking like E2 through to B1 for witches there, but either way, that's good. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe they go through C2, right? E2 through B1. Yeah, that could work too. Oh, Archivist did take
Oh my
F4.
gosh.
That's where they put their round spade. Wow.
I mean, I'd be close to rage quitting as a chaos now. I feel like this is.
Kolas says good move with the aggressive line. Why not E2 to B1? Yeah, E2 to B1. There are certain colors that are two digs that to me always look like three digs. And so for some reason in my head, C2. Did Iric steal Orangutang's girlfriend or something? It's possible.
Oh my gosh, I feel bad for I feel bad for Eric here.
Yeah. Kolas saying he loves the F2 dig. Cozy just telling him we learned from you. Yeah, this is rough for Iric.
I mean, we're looking at this is a three structure chaos game. I mean, you can get the town E5, G7.
Yeah,
I don't know where he goes after that.
a three structure game. Jeez. I mean, is it weird that I'm? And yeah, he's passing here, and I'm not surprised by it. He's passing on a temp ship.
Right.
The passing on a temp ship surprises me a little bit, but him passing doesn't. I figure he might want ship scoring. Okay, and now archivists are getting their neighbor over here in the east, right, with this E7 dig from mermaids. So they're
Oh,
gonna
oh
blue
yeah.
and yellow playing nicely together, just like always.
Yeah.
Quick round from witches, really just building E2 and maybe a
Yeah.
power action. I,
How do we feel
what did
about
they end up doing this one?
Witch's game now? They lost B5.
Oh, they just upped their shipping and built E2. Okay.
Yeah, the shipping was up from last round, was it? Or was it this round?
Temp, temp ship could get them to D2. Temp ship could get chaos to D2. The four ship.
That's interesting.
I don't think that is the plan. I do think it is an option.
That's, I mean, if is
The
Alchemists are
plan might
low on
go
dwellings?
ahead.
No, I was just going to say Alchemists are running out of dwellings. So yeah, so Chaos could
Yeah,
definitely beat them to D2 or C4 next
they
round.
could. Oh, I think Archivists are building C4 before this round is up.
Oh yeah, thank you. But
They have one more.
and they can
They have
get
one more dwelling to build.
yeah. I mean, as Chaos,
Um,
do you just spend the whole rest of the game trying to mess up Alchemists now, just a bit of revenge?
I don't. I don't think it's. I don't think Eirik would. I think other people might.
Yeah.
I, you know what this kind of looks like to me is I think he might be trying to get up to 4-ship to dig I-8, and that'll get him to I-9,
Okay. Yeah.
and then try and cut a little town over here on this
Yeah. It
kind of
gets into
middle island
A7,
in the south.
A7 as well. I mean, yeah, this could be the first, yeah, four ship spree in the history of
Yeah,
Terra Mystica.
it's not the first 4-ship spree in the history of Terra Mystica, but it might be the first one in the history of Archipelago.
Yeah. Does it get into H10? I don't think he can quite get to H10 with four ship.
One.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
he can get to H10 with 4-ship. From
Right.
I-8, yeah, he can get to 4. Yeah,
Hmm.
from I-8, he can get to H10.
Wow. How exciting. Um,
Yeah, that's a great a great point, Kogoro. There's no way he's scoring on network, so it doesn't matter if he connects at the end.
yeah, definitely. Um, I mean, what I do love about Terra Mystica that there are like, yeah, there's ways to score points, however bad your situation looks. I mean, you might still lose, but like,
Yeah,
it's not like you're going to be stuck there on kind of 50 points or something.
right.
So he's
Okay,
advanced
what
ship
is our?
four. Oh, how? What? Did he have three
Oh, is
already?
he? Oh,
Oh,
he advanced ship last turn. He was already on 3-ship. Oh,
that's
he's
amazing.
already on 4-ship.
That's
Legends. First action D2. Beautiful.
what, A7. Yeah, probably possibly could do. Yeah, I8, I9, H10 here. That's incredible.
Yeah,
So what he could get five more dwellings down just with a single spade. Love that.
F1. Yeah, that's great.
Shame it's not a
Yeah,
dwelling.
Cozy protecting C3. Yeah, A7. Man, there he goes. Little 5-ship chaos magicians. This is great. I love this game.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, that's
Oh.
obviously a small setback for Archivist, although it's another neighbour for them, and
Yeah, it's another neighbor. I mean, they have the resources. They can double dig either C2 or B3 to get. Or I mean, honestly, they could also SA town, right? C3, C4, B4 could just be an SA town.
yeah, because they've got the four structure town in the east there,
Yeah.
unless Chaos
I,
like hate dig D6 right now. Like Archivist
I
have got
mean,
thinking now.
yeah. I'm honestly surprised that we built A7 before taking the single spade on B6
Uh, B6. Okay, yeah.
as chaos. I mean, maybe he just can't play that sort of revenge game and has to go to I8 in order to get I9 and H10. But
Yeah.
I'd be thinking about it.
Right, yeah. Incredible. Okay, so we've got a
Okay.
sanctuary for mermaids. Is anyone? I mean, there's two copies of Earth One hanging around in round four here, but
There's two copies of Earth One. Yeah,
one for Water One.
that
Looking
makes
at those two TP rounds.
that makes sense. Yeah, and Archivist built their first temple this round to get Water One.
Yeah. So they still haven't. Yeah, they surely will build their stronghold now.
Yeah, I would be shocked if they don't build their stronghold now. I mean, it's the stronghold round.
Witches are on the big building tile, so will they build their stronghold? I mean, it's not clear that it's that useful for them. They do need to
His,
protect one and C2 if they want that town. Um,
yeah.
B1 from Chaos and C2 from
Well,
Archivist.
they 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 could also do E1, right? They could do the
Yeah,
branch
you're
down
right.
E2, D1, E1.
That might
So
actually.
C2 is, yeah, I think they would rather get C2, but they're fine with E1 being the backup plan and just like building their stronghold on. Honestly, how many resources do they have?
They're not building many structures this round, this game, I would say. Or they're certainly not connecting many structures. If they build a stronghold, they could go out east, but I don't know why they would. Otherwise, really,
No way they would either.
may only
Yeah,
build
I think
nine structures.
I think if witches build a big building this turn, it's going to be their sanctuary on E2.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I like that. I like that. I don't know if they bother
I think
getting
I
it.
think that's
Uh,
getting water one and air one.
yeah, what's one air one? Good. Yeah, that makes sense.
Get the last copy of water one and then the first copy of air one. Because chaos is so far away from building another temple.
Yeah, they've they've got 4 shipping to be doing.
Sienna's attacking D1. I
Yeah,
mean, so where is that CM town? They would either have to hard dig E3, triple dig E1 or triple dig C2
right.
because
They've
there's no
taken
bridge from D1 to F1.
Yeah, yeah, they've taken I8, which makes sense. Yeah, if
Yeah,
they're going to get a town this round, it's going to be
yeah,
I9 and H10 right now. Uh,
yeah.
and I think
They
Archbishop.
they, they did the yeah they singled it yeah okay. And here's the temple from witches. This is for water one almost certainly. And I think they are gonna yeah, and they're all gonna take. Are they on? No, they're not on cold step. Okay.
Okay.
Checking because if they were on cold step, it would make it nice to get up to the sixth spot on air for the workers.
Uh,
Ooh, that seems like an early pass from Merfolk. Oh, they want to get on TP scoring. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to get on TP scoring.
is left. Okay, that is interesting. I mean, yeah, yeah, fair. So they're
Yeah,
probably
I think it's just to get on TP scoring because everyone's going to want it, and I think they're building at least. I think they're building all four of their TPs next round, and it's possible they like temple and build a fifth if they have
right.
the coins. Oh,
Yeah,
this also means that they get to take the coin action, and they're very coin tight right now.
it makes sense. Yeah,
Double dig B3 for Archivist. I think they expect that they can pick up B4 later.
I don't know why they wouldn't do
And
C.
I think the reason they're not doing C2 is they want the neighbor. They want witches to come up through here.
Okay,
That's the only reason I can think of.
because they're going there anyway, aren't they? If they're getting that sanctuary town, which I think you're right. That's their plan.
Yeah.
Oh, and,
Yeah, they are getting the neighbor on D1 anyways. I think C2 probably was a better dig. I don't know.
oh, except maybe if they don't want to build it now. Oh, because they've not got a structure. So C2,
They don't
they'd
have
be
a structure. They don't want to build it now. Yeah, and so by making C2 yellow, it makes it real tempting for chaos to come up D1 C2.
yeah. So did they? Was there
Yeah.
a?
Okay.
Oh, they just. Oh, because they just wanted to do it before they passed. So okay.
Yeah, they just wanted to spend the power before they bet.
Yeah.
Sure,
So,
makes a lot of sense. Yeah,
interesting.
H10 already from
So
chaos.
taking C2 first. No, they wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah. Okay. No.
Ooh, look at this. They get to pass on to 6 coins and ship scoring.
Nice. So,
Oh man, and they're probably going to try and get up to three. They're definitely going to try to get up to 3 ship next turn and secure their connection.
yeah. To chaos.
Yeah,
To chaos allow that. Because could chaos.
I
Yeah. Chaos
chaos
obviously.
gets to decide if that happens. Yeah, because chaos is going to have a lot of workers next turn, and they have this pile of coins saved up. Man, how this chaos has managed to pull within 5 points of architects is wild to me.
Yeah, and they're
I guess they
optioning Colts.
yeah, I guess they up their ship a bunch, and they're not getting a whole lot of cult rewards here. But he's probably throwing a priest to air here for another worker. Maybe he up dig. I like that.
What did
I
he
like
do?
that a lot. And then he upped his digs,
Oh,
and
update.
now he's passing on the big building. Yeah. Yeah. Somehow, after all of this, Chaos has the most points going into round 5.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, Mermaid's still pretty low on points.
Mermaids are still pretty low on points, but they have 21 workers and 13 coins.
Oh gosh. Yeah. And
So,
they've got an option on that Earth One whenever they want it, I think.
yeah, whenever they want it, they can pick up Earth One.
Took Earth One. So witches think they're building some
Uh,
this round, this
which
game.
is which is to Earth One instead of E2 or instead of Air One with when they built their sanctuary. Okay,
So
sure.
was that
Yeah,
before
you're
that they
building it.
yeah.
You're building at least a few more dwellings, right?
I'm sure when they took it, did they know that they were going to get C2? Because if they're not getting
No.
C2, then how many dwellings are they actually building? Like three more? But if they are getting C2, then they can maybe get, yeah.
Yeah, I think they have to know they're getting C2 right after the double dig on B3.
Yeah, I just didn't see which way the timing went.
Um, yeah, I didn't catch that either. That's a totally fair point. Um, hmm. I mean, yeah, they're building at least two more dwellings at a minimum. I don't know. Maybe they think they can. Yeah, I think I still would have taken Air One.
Maybe they think they get Air One later, but yeah, it's
They,
seems a bit.
they can get Air One later. I just think Air One was worth more points.
I mean, Earth One. I mean, they both they're challenging on both those Colts, but maybe Earth was more maybe the Colt step on Earth was a bit more useful.
Maybe. Okay, so they single dug D1 with the spade tile, and I guess they're going to double dig C2.
Yeah.
The only person who can dig on C2 right now is architects and I or archivists, and I don't think they're all that interested.
Yeah. So, D1, that's. Oh no, that's not that sad for Chaos. No, they're fine. Um,
Chaos is up their digs a second time,
yeah.
so they're going to be stomping around in the south trying to carve out a town.
So they've lost out on a water one. Do they build their stronghold here for the lols for the points?
Uh, I don't think so. Maybe I mean maybe they have to just due to lack of neighbors to finish the town, but
They should get G.
ooh, Archivist took the last copy of Earth One, so Merfolk miss out on Earth One.
Hmm. Yeah, that I didn't see that coming.
I'm
Um,
not shocked by it, right? They have at least a couple of. I think it's more about making sure Merfolk don't get it than it is about Archivists wanting it.
I guess more I didn't see both archivists and witches take it, but yeah, no, you're right. Actually, it was a
Yeah.
good twist. Yeah, I mean that change. Yeah, I mean, yeah, as you say, mermaids have a lot of resources. They've got three towns coming, relatively straightforwardly, I think. So is that enough?
Yeah.
And they've got water one, and they want to TP tile. Is that enough for them to get up into the points with everyone else? Because they're currently a good like nearly 30 points
I
behind.
mean, it could be right because they're also currently winning water. They're second on Earth and they're tied for first on air.
Yeah,
I think they're going to end up with probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like 12 to 16 cult points. I think they're probably currently favored on network
yeah,
over Archivist. And witches, I think, are definitely going to be third on network.
yeah.
Um, so between a network win, three towns, and all the points because they're scoring 6 points of TP this round, or no, they're
Oh,
scoring 8 points of TP this round. Okay, there's the dagger
yeah.
from uh from CM to close off. I guess connection isn't fully closed off. B6 was the best way, but G7 works too.
The interesting thing is that it actually also does bring CM back into the network conversation, right? 'Cause they've only
No,
got
it doesn't.
two dwellings that they can't connect, but I mean, could they
They
still potentially get? I mean, like if they can stop archivists from connecting, archivists are proper like they've got like four. They'll probably end up with six structures disconnected in the east. So does that help at all?
I think archivists can still connect. They can connect through G8 or G7. B6
Yes.
is the easiest way for them to connect, but I think they're still connecting.
Yeah. Okay.
And chaos cannot connect to these two dwellings over here, so I don't think it brings them back into the chaos into the network connection. I think it just makes it more annoying for archivists.
There's also it's still limited to see how much witches end up on structure wise. Maybe it will be about 10.
Yeah, I think witches are going to be third on network. I think they're going to be behind Archivists and Merfolk by a decent amount.
But could they also
I,
be behind Chaos? Is my question.
they, I think in theory they could be behind Chaos, which would be nice for Chaos connection points. But I think the rough thing for Chaos here is they're getting like no cult points.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so there's C2 from Witches. Getting that SA town up here. I think the real sad part for Witches is they don't have. To me, it doesn't look like they have a third town.
Right. No.
After they lost B5.
Yeah. I mean, that's the right call for Mermaids because that's I think Witches would have been a real contender to win the game
Yeah,
until B5, and I think after that their game looked a lot sadder. Um,
yeah.
do you think Mermaids are in the lead here, or do you think Archivists have done enough with
Uh,
their insane?
I think I would give the edge to Archivist because they have a points lead right now.
Mhm.
Um, but I think the major edge that Merfolk has on cult points could be enough to overcome that. I don't know. Archivists are getting their second town here. Uh, in the north. See what town they go with. Second ship town. Okay. Yeah, I like the ship towns quite a bit for
Yeah,
them.
interesting.
I think it just saves them on priests, and if they have 4 coins, right? They're trading essentially 5 points for the priest town for 4 coins.
So they've got to build another three structures. What G8 E66 to get a town and
Yeah.
connect.
Yes. That shouldn't be too crazy difficult for them. I mean, they probably want a copy of Air One anyways.
Wonderful Plays was just telling me all the ways I was wrong about Arctis connection. Thank you, Wonderful Plays. Yeah,
Yeah.
H7's the obvious one. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's fair. Um,
Yeah, I got the chat up on my second monitor as well.
good stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm struggling to keep up with the crazy plays. I mean, yeah, it's been brilliant. It's
Oh yeah.
quite hard work to cast this one. It
Oh
can't
yeah.
it's
This game's been a joy. I'm very happy I was able to get home in time to cast this with you.
yeah, amazing. Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm very glad I had a co-caster.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that was a late fire. Oh, fire two. Okay. I thought it was fire one for a second. No. Okay. All right. So Mermaids is getting their first town.
Yeah, they need some coins, it looks like.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely a point down here. Yep.
I think you're right about the Archivist taking Earth 1. I think that is pretty key. Yeah, you're right. Just
Yeah.
take for mermaids, and that might also be what Richards have been were thinking, right? Like, yeah, to deny one of their rivals.
Yeah. Yeah. Witches do have a nice amount of Colts, but I don't think they're going to have the network points, and they're behind in contemporary scoring. I guess they have a town coming still over here. How many temples do they have left? They have 2 temples, so they can build 4 more dwellings or 4 more TPs in theory. Um, Chaos has passed first onto. Ooh, they're not getting a scoring tile for the last round.
So they would have
That's
loved
big.
to score in that,
Yeah. Oh, and depending on who passes next, someone else could miss out on a scoring tile next round. Because if witches pass first, then either Merfolk or Archivist will miss out on a scoring tile in round 6.
So that was H4 upgrade from Archivists, and I guess that just
I think
makes
that's just a free dwelling.
right.
It was the cheapest place it's the place that they could upgrade to free a dwelling to give the least amount of leech to somebody else,
Of course, yeah, okay,
and that'll
right.
let them build D6 next round, and then they can upgrade D6 dig E6 and upgrade E6.
Good one. Okay, but they will need fire to
Down.
for that town. Uh,
Yeah, but they have a temple still to build, so that temple can build. Which they need to build to free the second TP anyways.
yeah.
Um, and so they can just take fire tea with that.
So yeah, at any point, Chaos could just hate dig E6. They want to
Oh yeah,
stop.
absolutely, absolutely. But I think they might be more worried about taking out their town in the south, making
Yeah,
sure to get I11 or I10.
yeah.
Let's see. Iric is almost certainly taking the coins with his first action.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Okay,
I
so
think
mm,
I think Merfolk are the ones that are most annoyed here, not getting the neighbor on D6 yet to build a TP there. Do they have a dwelling free? They do. Okay, so they're probably going to go. I have a hard time believing anyone is passing after Merfolk, unless Merfolk want to pass early. Ooh, second town for Merfolk. This is probably the second coin town. Oh, cool. Yeah, 8 point town. Oh, yeah, that's so much power for them. They crossed that's 7 power from crossing all those thresholds. Okay.
that's very nice. Can they get up to the 8
Yeah.
step air somehow? Are they going to get air one here as well? Yeah, that makes sense. Um,
Yeah, if they yeah, they can temple for air one here to get that 8 step.
Archivist a bit low on
Which
last round. Uh,
yeah, Archivist get big building. Ooh, okay, so Merfolk are going to be the ones missing out on a scoring tile because witches are passing on to ship scoring here.
ah,
But they get the coins, and I think that would be the one tile they would consider ever taking over a scoring tile is the coins.
well, now witches are thinking about passing some, taking a different. See, witches, you'd
Yeah.
think, yeah, yeah, it's not clear they should pass here. Uh,
Yeah, I think they might want to take a town first. I think they want that 8 point town to secure air and extend their leads in fire and earth.
so Mermaids are about to take a temple. I mean, do they prefer air one or air three?
I think witches are taking the 8 point town to lock up air.
Oh, sorry, thank you. I thought that was
Yeah.
mine. And yeah, I think
Yeah,
I
no,
think
no.
done that. I wonder if a mermaid might have gone for air three.
I probably think they should have if they were going to build that temple. I don't know if they want to build a temple this turn though.
How many open blues have they got? Two.
Uh, that they can ship to you right now, two, or one that they can ship to you right now. They don't have a. I guess they could take the priest action to ship to A10.
So I'm just thinking. I don't mean for building now. I mean in the course of the rest of the game, they're going to need to
Oh,
in two spades.
two. Oh yeah, they're gonna need two. That's fair. They are gonna need the two spades.
Depending if they
Um.
build any more. How many more did they need to build?
Oh,
Um,
interesting. I'm surprised. I'm surprised they didn't build an upgrade G9.
so they
I
obviously
don't
want to
know.
get hip scoring tile.
Oh! I forgot that Merfolk had that witches hadn't passed yet. Never
Yeah,
mind. Never
yeah.
mind. I thought witches had passed. Yeah, no, they want to make sure they end up on a scoring tile. Yeah,
I think
this spade
witches.
is almost certainly going on F5.
I have a feeling witches would have let them have another turn, but I'm not sure. I'm not totally sure. I think as witches I would have done. I would have upgraded another TP.
Taking the
Uh, if
You
they,
would
if
have
I,
built another TP, but the less yeah,
I think.
build another TP, or maybe take the priest to close off Earth.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Where are witches putting these two spades that they're getting?
A2 B2. Yeah. Yeah. That's,
Oh yeah, okay. Just to build dwellings, sure. So they're getting 10 points off this Earth one, which is probably more points than they would have gotten off of Air one over the course of those 3 turns. Okay.
yeah. And it means they don't have to advance ship to secure third on network.
Yeah. Okay. So Iric took the coin. Sam took the coins, and then Archivists take H7 first action just to secure connection. Do they have? It might be hard for them to get the third town over here, simply due to structure, the number of structures they have.
Where did they? Oh, they built H7. Sorry, yeah. Yes, that
Yeah,
will make it challenging. Yeah.
I don't. I'm gonna. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna get the town, but I. Is there a chance they get all the way to 16 structures? They're definitely getting to 15 structures.
They're a little bit low on
Electricity,
coins, aren't they?
4, 6.
They need 15
Oh,
coins.
I guess if they. Yeah, 15 coins. If they get a little bit of leech, that doesn't seem too difficult. And they need, what would it be?
Because so they've got
Six, eight workers. Yeah. Oh, okay. So temple for Earth 3 to steal Earth from, which is this big game for
okay,
Merfolk.
okay,
Yeah. So now it looks like 2 cult wins for Merfolk, 2 cult wins for witches.
right. Which is they've got a decent number of points. They're on a
Yeah.
pile. They're not looking terrible. There was at that period in round four where it looked like Irek might have had a might have been back in the game, but I think now yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Well, it looked like he was back, might be getting back in the game because he had already maxed out his shipping and his digs.
yeah yeah. And he's only got one scoring favour. He's not on a pass tile. He's got not many cult
Yeah.
points, no number points. He's
Uh,
got one coming.
yeah, I mean, he's probably building temple for fire 2 air 1. So he's got like gonna end up with like 2 seconds and maybe or 2/3 and maybe a second on Colts.
Mm.
I just think this is architect's game, and it has kind of has been from the beginning.
Well, yeah, well, from the beginning, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's time for a kind of to go back and kind of revisit that line of theirs. I mean, we didn't. There's a lot we
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
like. Like to be fair, we didn't like the two TPs in round one. Uh,
Well, so we didn't like the lines because they didn't make sense to us until we saw the plan,
yeah, yeah, that's fair. So I
right?
mean, E3 in particular, we both looked at it and said, no, that's not worth it. But I think we hadn't really spotted the potential for a nice town in the north
Mm-hmm.
with lots of lovely neighbours um,
Yeah,
and still connecting through H7 late in the game. So yeah, I think it was a good pivot because I think D3 was not a good thing for them when Mermaids surprised Double Dog D3. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they were
yeah.
going to.
I would be interesting to. I would be interesting to ask Cozy if his original plan was to stronghold in round 1 down here, and then after he saw the double dig on D3, did he pivot to trying to town in round 2, or if that was always his plan
Mm,
to
yeah,
just delay the stronghold until round 4 and town in round 2.
yeah. But I think yeah, fantastic vision either way. And yeah,
Yeah,
well deserved victory if it is to a victory. Not done the maths, but and they do lose a lot on Colts. Um,
they do lose a lot on Colts, but I think they're winning network, and they're scoring 4 on the pass. Oh, they took the last priest to water to secure a couple Colt points there.
mm,
I guess they had the free worker. It also gave them a power, which when they had one power in Bowl 2, so it also gave them a coin essentially. Yeah, I mean if you're going to turn the priest into a coin, it does the same thing.
mm, true.
And I have to imagine they want to build a temple just to be able to build another teepee.
6 point TP is worth having. Um,
Yeah,
I mean, a sanctuary is worth 4 points for them. It's
sanctuary is worth four
like,
points,
slightly
but
cheap
it's so many resources compared to the temple.
compared to TP Temple. It's cheaper though, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Compared to the TP Temple, sure. But if you're scoring points off of, if you're picking up Air One, so you're scoring points off of the temple,
Mm.
and you're building
Hmm.
the TP, right? So it's 6 off the TP versus 4 off of the just 4 off the sanctuary.
Hmm.
I think the TP Temple is just better, and it also means that you can get, in theory, yeah, he's got. I think he's 11,
You can
5,
get
8. He is
16.
one. He's one coin short of getting down to 16 because he's got the hexes.
Okay, so just pick the right favor tile and you're sorted. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if he takes, what could he take?
I'm not sure if he needs to get down to
Uh,
16. Will could Kolas get all those three TPs down? I can't see it because
uh,
of blue
he's
hexes.
getting at least 2 of them down. He's getting G9 down. He's getting F5 down. The problem is he's missing. I don't think Kolos is getting a third town. Oh, I guess he can double dig E8
Yeah,
or E6.
yeah, yeah. That I mean that the east. I mean the east of this map is notoriously bad for towns, but it's particularly painful, I think, for
Yeah,
if you do start in the east on C8. You've got all these hexes, but they don't somehow somehow don't make up a town. Um,
yeah. I don't think Merfolk has a third town coming, and I think that is really bad for them.
mm, I mean,
I
it
think
may
losing H9. I think losing H9 was a secret killer because E7, F5, H9, G9 can make a town for Merfolk.
yeah, good. Um, yeah, does double digging B9 help at all? Not really. Um,
No,
well, wait, is it?
double digging B9 is the same thing as double digging E8
Yeah,
as far as the town's concerned.
yeah. Right. Okay, so they could do that. They've got the workers for
I
it.
mean, they got the workers for it, and I guess they have fire too.
Yeah, they got fire too.
So okay, yeah, they can double dig a town. Um, they need to get their shipping up to at least. I guess they only need to get to ship two. Oh no, they need to get to 3 shipping. They got the priest. There's a coin town still sitting there for them. Yeah, the coin town. I think they can get up to 3 ship with their 2 priests. Ooh, but it looks like they've lost. They're gonna lose water to witches though.
This is a big old cult battle between these two factions,
Yeah.
and it's interesting because
But
I'm not clear which of them is winning, which of them is coming second in this game at the moment. Witches have a 23 points on mermaids right now. They're both on pass tiles.
is
Uh,
there a world where witches win this game?
so, oh my gosh, because they've got so many points on the cults over archivists.
Yeah,
They've got
they're
12,
getting.
losing 12
They're gonna
points
get.
on
They
network.
have. They're building 2 more. They're gonna build 2 more dwellings, and then maybe do something with this priest for points. Let's say they're just building the 2 more dwellings. That gets them to 102, and then they're getting 8 on the pass from the TP scoring tile in Air 1.
Yeah.
So that gets them to 114. And from the looks of it, they're scoring 28 cult points, 3 wins in a second.
Wow. These archivists have got maybe 8 points left, 10 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, 11 points left maybe. Plus the pass, 15.
And then they're winning network,
Good work.
but witches are still going to be third in network.
Yes.
Let's see. Okay, so they're taking Air 1, so they're going to get 8 off the pass. They're still a coin short. They still need. Oh, Interesting. I didn't see that coming. That is better than double digging E2 with this bridge. And now
Nice.
they can use E2 in the town. Yeah, that is way better.
Yeah.
That leaves them with so many more workers. Okay.
What do they do with those workers? Do they get up to 15 structures somehow?
I don't know. They're taking Coin Town. I don't think they can get all the way down to. I don't think they can get to 15 structures.
And maybe they're fancy coins and they just because they want to advance ship at least a couple.
Yeah, they definitely want to advance ship.
Yeah, probably just a twice.
Yeah, and Archivist never got the point of leech that they needed
Okay.
to get to 16, or at least they haven't yet.
Yeah. And they
I don't know.
focus
I
on
this had to have been a mistake because I know they had to have been offered leech at some point.
right.
Um,
That's why.
from I9 and H9. I think Cozy might have just not realized he needed the coin and
Hmm,
just sat with 7 in bowl 3, all his coins in bowl 3 for forever.
hmm. I mean,
That's the story that makes the most sense to me.
I'm not sure how many points that Donning gets him either. That's the thing. Like,
Uh, at least 2.
well, yeah, minus the 1 point for
The one from the 3 workers, yeah.
and then for the leech.
And if you
So
take a point of leech, then it's a wash. Sure, okay. And it's whatever you give up from this priest, right? If this priest can do anything interesting, which it doesn't look like it can on the Colts.
no, but yeah, it makes it. Yeah, I think it often does. It sometimes does make sense just to hold out for a couple of cheap single leeches,
Yeah.
but um,
Okay, so it looks like Iric is making a late push to win fire, and I
okay,
think he's going to get it with which is only having the one priest,
okay, yes,
which is good for his game. So he's going to get 12 off the Colts with a
yeah.
first and 2/3, 24 for witches with 2 firsts and 2 seconds.
I hope Iwick enjoyed this game because
I He definitely enjoyed the game because it was a lot of thinking moments.
it was fun for the rest of
And
them.
yeah, and how often do you get to play a game where 4 ship matters?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so Cozy Architects have passed on 122.
I mean, it's had been a dwelling round. You never know. He might be in the. No, he's not. He's not the game, really. Even with 10 more points. But okay, 122. Yeah, you're right. It suddenly doesn't look enough, does it? Some
No,
which is
not with. Yeah, he's going to be on 140, 142, unless someone gives him a single point of leech. Because he's winning network, but he's only getting 2 points off the Colts. I guess is that enough to beat witches? Witches are going to be up. Witches, I think, are only getting to one. Oh, witches are getting to 144.
oof.
I think witches might be winning this game, honestly,
Okay. Right.
because I don't
Which,
think
yeah.
merfolk are getting up that high, but maybe they are. They're upping their ship one more time, so that gets them to 98, and they're going to score 9 on the pass, which will get them to 106. Second on network is 118. Yeah, I think this is a witches win, which I don't think either of us were thinking that at any point in the game.
It was like one point
Right.
when I was thinking it when
Yeah.
where sometime during round one when we realised they were going to get some neighbours after all.
Yeah.
At that point we thought they were getting 3 towns, and then obviously everything went
Right.
crazy.
Yeah, and then losing B5 I thought was them getting out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, so wonderful saying he called Witch's win from the end of round one. Uh,
Yeah,
didn't hear him calling after B5 was taken, but maybe he was calling it in his head.
maybe. Yeah. But
Uh,
wow, yeah, I think it's gonna be close. All right, so we got the game. We got our final counts coming in. But I think Eirik had a very valiant fourth place effort on
Yeah,
CM here.
very nice.
Um,
Dipping. We all loved it. Style points.
yeah,
And obviously like bad break on E3,
yeah,
or I mean that yeah,
yeah,
horrible stuff.
yeah.
Um,
Definitely got some
just
bad breaks, but
yeah, and the
yeah,
fact
it looks.
that played
Yeah, it
Archivist
looks like.
was a good one.
Yeah, just the lack of cult points on Archivist, I think, is
Yeah.
going to be enough for witches. Yeah.
Wow. Well played, Cherry.
Wow. Yeah, great game from Cherry to pull this one out. It
Really.
almost feels like he stole it. I mean, obviously he didn't. He played well, and the Earth 2 ended up mattering, I guess, a good amount, right? Or Earth 1, I should say, because he
Yeah.
got 10 points off of it.
Yeah, and denied
Yeah.
man probably. Um,
Yeah, and helped the Nine Mermaids. Yeah.
alright.
46. I guess we need to look at the final situation, see if anyone went over time. No, the closest was Cozy, 29 minutes 45 seconds,
Well,
15 seconds away from a penalty point. So yeah,
amazing. Well played.
well done well played by these players. What a fun game to watch.
Yeah, that was great. And that puts Cherry up to 7 points in the overall standings, which keeps him just about
Yeah,
in the running, I think. And Kolas up to 8, so
let's
they both need to win their fire and ice game to have a chance, I think. But
yeah
yeah, well played, Cherry. Yeah, really good stuff.
yeah. So
And
Cozy up to 7, Cherry up to 7,
sorry,
Eirik still sitting on a single point.
yeah,
Um,
gotta lose your
Colas,
own, but it's just good manners, I think. Just good manners.
yeah, Colas up to 13. So Colas is in the thick of it for a top 5 finish,
Colas,
and
so Colas is on 8 points, I think.
Colas was on. I'm looking at the spreadsheet right now. He was on 7. So
But he can,
this is only 8 points. Never mind. I don't know why I added 6. I gave
yeah.
him the winner's points. So sorry about that, Colas. Yeah, so 8 points.
He's played 4 games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
he's out of it pretty
yeah,
much.
it's like 4 games. It's a little rough to only be on 8 points after 4 games. But yeah, I put Barry with 2 games left on 7 points, and Cozy with 2 games left on 7 points.
Yeah.
Within striking distance, right? If they could pull out wins or maybe a couple seconds in their last 2. But
Yeah. I think you're going to need somewhere
yeah,
between 15 and
awesome.
18 points to get through. Would be my guess. But it might be better. Yeah. So
Yeah,
they'll need at least one win.
yeah.
So
Well, the European League, and it might just be because y'all have played more games than the American League, but
yeah,
it's certainly looking like a higher threshold. I think us over on this side of the pond have really beaten each other up a lot more, and our scores on average are a little bit lower.
I've not been looking, but
Um,
no, only
whereas,
one player winning both their first 2. Okay.
yeah, only one player's won both their first 2, whereas in the European League there are 5 players that have won at least 2 games.
Yeah.
So
Two players won their first 2, Zevok and Maya Blast. But
yeah,
they had a bit of a bad beat in game 3. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean that
yeah,
a lot can change. I would love this
yeah.
format.
It'll be fun down the stretch.
Yeah, it's good
It'll
fun.
be fun down the stretch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're hovering around there, looking good, and you've got your Archipelago game on Thursday.
I got my Archipelago game on Thursday. It's a little bit of a brutal one as I have both Barnwall and Matt the Lesser at my Archipelago table, but
Interesting.
we'll see. I'm pretty sure I have the lowest BGA elo of all 32 players, so I'm just happy to be here.
I'm not sure how much Archipelago experience Matt the Lesser has. I'd be more scared of someone like Scoomy or Snake on Archipelago, I think. But
Yeah,
I'm sure. I mean, he'll always put up a good
no,
game.
I
You
have.
know, his way around the fan factions.
Yeah, I I had Scoomy on base and I get Snake on Fjords, so
Right.
it'll be
Okay.
fun to play with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eirik isn't out of the tournament, but he is almost certainly out of contention for top 5 in the Euro League.
So yeah, most he can get is
Um,
13 points now. So I don't. I mean,
I don't think
clean.
13 is going to be enough.
I don't see it.
13 might be enough in the American League, but I don't think 13 is going to be enough in the Euro League.
Right. Yeah.
But that's what happens when you have people like Zevak in your league.
Yeah. Indeed. No,
All
it's
right.
fantastic being able to play with these players. Well, look, thanks so much for casting with me today. That was a really fun game.
Absolutely.
I'll make
Yeah,
sure
no,
we.
it was a super fun game to cast. Super enjoyed hanging out with you, Fruity, and thank you for making Archipelago. It's a super cool map.
Oh, thanks very much. I enjoyed it. I don't recommend making a map, but unless you've got a year to spare. But
Fair, fair.
yeah, no, I did enjoy it. But yeah, thanks a lot. See you around.
Absolutely. Have a
Everyone.
good one.